Hello everybody and welcome back to the Grid Watchers podcast to review the Russian Grand Prix that happened this weekend. I'm joined by the usual suspects, Corsa LFC 96, Rixon and Secember. So guys, it wasn't the best race in the world this weekend, but can you all give me a sentence to describe this weekend's race, starting with Rixon?
Dull. I don't even need a sentence, mate. I need one word. Dull.
Yeah. Well, I don't think it was going to be the word that he was going to use, but to be honest, I can only echo it. It was dull as anything. I was so bored.
Yeah,
can't use the same word as
December.
All right, well, let's use a word beginning with S and ending in T that I thought you were going to use.
What? Shit?
Yeah, something like that. Thanks. Well done, Rixon.
Clarify for you.
December.
That might have been the worst race of the last two seasons.
Is he wrong though? Let's be honest.
And I'm going to go with quali. What was the highlight of the weekend? On about quali, just Ferrari 1-2, which was just amazing, wasn't it? Out of nowhere, really. First front row grid lockout since 2009, I think it was.
2008.
Yeah. 2008.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, but it was just go on.
But they completely bottled it, didn't they? Like the 1-2.
Yeah. That was all turn one, wasn't it?
Horrendous start. Yeah. Just didn't go off the line. It was all about Mercs. Your team, Rixon. Just a great start, wasn't it?
Sorry, I'm just dying. give me a sec.
All right.
Dying.
I'm coughing. Pass to someone else first, please.
Right. Okay. It was Bottas's first win in the Mercedes car, which was great for him because he needed that, because I think he was lagging behind after the first three races. Deserved winner.
100%.
Yes. Yeah.
Do you want to expand on that, or am I just going to do all the talking this episode? Because that's all I've done so far in the first 3 minutes.
Okay. Yes, he's his first win, obviously. He had a great start. Can't really say the same about Lewis, Vettel and Kimi, though. And then he just... I don't know how he managed to do it, but he fended off Vettel pretty much the whole race, really. But there wasn't a single overtake past the first lap. Is that right? And that's the first time since the 2009 European
the amazing Valencia circuit.
I actually love
I actually enjoyed it. We can tell you're impressed.
All right.
Yeah, the official app counted 18 overtakes, but that includes while people are in the pits
and Daniel Ricciardo slowing down, I think, as well.
Yeah.
The cars are just ruining it. It's great to have Ferrari and Mercedes battling up the front. I can't even speak English today. It's great to see Mercedes and Ferrari battling up the front of the grid, but there's no overtaking. It's just fucking boring. I mean, we want to see excitement in Formula 1. It's Formula 1, you know. Might as well just watch. To be fair, watching
Swansea play
GP3
just be as bored.
Oi, we had a draw on the weekend against United.
All right. Let's move on. Jesus Christ, that escalated quickly.
Bournemouth! I love Bournemouth. I'm not even from Bournemouth, but I support them.
I'm not even. I can't actually say you're not from Swansea.
Exactly.
No, if we get back on topic with F1, Tchouk called it in the intro. It was only qualifying that was anywhere near interesting.
It was. Yeah, I mean, qualifying those final laps from each of the four drivers, you had no idea what was going to happen next.
Yeah.
Because it was Vettel that ploughed in a lap, but Bottas was quicker in the first two sectors, but then not in the last. And then Kimi was quick, but bottled the last sector. And then Hamilton was just all over the place, to be honest.
Yeah, but all of the top four made at least a mistake going under the tunnel. Vettel locked up. Bottas did during the race. Raikkonen did during quali, and Hamilton locked up twice going under the tunnel.
Yeah.
But I mean, there's not that much to say, is there? We might as well just go over the teams and see what shocking things they have, starting maybe with Renault. Who has something fun to say about
Farmer! He's I mean, we say it every week now. He's shit. Get someone else.
But he keeps proving us right though. He's not doing anything to prove us wrong.
No, but the thing.
Well, last
the thing that
week he did with a good quality.
The thing that makes me laugh about Palmer is he always blames everyone else.
Yeah.
Like, and he seems to get really angry. Like, he crashes out every week, and he seems to get more and more angry at himself because he's the one making the errors.
Yeah.
You know, there's no one forcing him to do anything.
I'm rewatching the crash between Palmer and Grosjean, and I mean, fair enough. But first you see like the Renault bounce up a bit, and then it's like he goes, "What, mate?" and then just completely spears him off.
Yeah.
But didn't Palmer hit the curb and like went flying on four wheels? Was it during quali?
Yes. Yeah, it was in the second sector.
Yeah,
he hit the curb and just the car went. I think it was all four wheels off the ground at one point.
He rode that curb like
and then,
a prostitute, mate.
And then the engineers spend all night to fix a car for him to then break it again, like 50 seconds into the race.
After 200 metres.
It's just a waste of space.
It's just, but like, you know, Grosjean was there. If you watch it from the like broadcasting shot, Grosjean is there the entire time, all the way down that straight. Like, he doesn't move. He hasn't come from absolutely nowhere from the slipstream. He's always there. So how has he not seen him? I don't know. You've got a bigger, they're bigger cars than normal, and it's just, I don't know.
The thing is,
I'm rewatching the crash again, but not focusing on the two people crashing, but really clever driving by Sauber, by the way. It's like he sees the accident coming and immediately moves.
Yeah.
So he doesn't get. But Sauber had some really clever drivers.
Yeah. It was just the only issue with Palmer is he won't get sacked because his dad banks rolls that team, so he'll stay there for the rest of the season. Unfortunately,
maybe forever.
Yeah.
Do you think Alonso would move to Renault if he got offered a seat?
I think this is his last season. I think he's going to call it a day.
Yeah, I agree with that. Yeah.
Or he might move to Indy full time.
Yeah.
Wow.
Well, it could do. Driving left the whole time.
Yeah, be so interesting for him.
Amen. Jordan.
Amen. Jordan. We can always hope, can't we?
I think I have a dream team. Just McLaren Honda, as they've been doing so far, but still, just with McLaren or with Honda engines, and then get Stroll in there.
I mean, it can't go wrong, can it?
Sorted.
Bicycle kick.
Physically can't go wrong.
Yeah, all about Stroll. He spun himself back,
blaming a curb that was so far away from him, it was unreal. It wasn't near either of the curbs, and yet he was claiming that it spun him out. I love that he's blaming inanimate objects that can't answer back. I just love that he's getting desperate.
We'll start blaming it.
But it's like...
Yeah, that was Vettel's, wasn't it? Yeah, but at least you could see them.
Yeah, but the thing with Stroll is, like him blaming the curb, it's like when you're out on the piss and you crash with your bike and you blame your bike. It's a bit like that, isn't it?
I don't think I ever ride bikes when I'm drunk. I think that's not a great combination.
I'm more like stumbling.
So you're basically Lance on the weekend, or in the
yeah. Well, I ended up this morning. I had a pizza last night, and I bought a bottle of ketchup with me, and I went out last night. So I woke up this morning, and it was like I'd stabbed someone in my bed because I didn't put the lid.
Haven't you done that before?
So
didn't you?
I don't think this is
you did it last week as well.
Yeah. So it looked like I'd stabbed someone in my bed, and I was just covered in ketchup. So it was lovely to wake up to this morning at 5:30. So,
to be fair, in Tchouk's 30-second ketchup story, I've been entertained more than the entire weekend of
I'm not gonna lie, it's so true. I think, talking about Lance Stroll, it was a point that was made on Sky Sports. They were quoting someone, and they were quoting someone saying that in a single-seater car, you can blame whatever you want, but at the end of the day, it's single-seater. If you crash, it's your fault. There's nothing anyone else can do about it. If you ram yourself into the back of someone, it's single-seater, there's one person in the car, you can't blame inanimate objects like what Lance Stroll is doing. It's all about you.
But he did pick himself up, Stroll, after Bahrain.
He did finish. He finished the race.
He finished.
Yeah, 11th. So it's not the end of the world. But on to our team, December, Red Bull. Non-existent the whole weekend, I'd say. Yeah, we were shit. We were shit.
To be fair, he gets P5, and well, you should be happy with it, especially Red Bull at the moment.
A minute behind.
The last words you want to hear 10 minutes before you start a race going over 300 kilometers an hour is, yeah, we glued it back together. That's not what you want to hear.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
But his water pump broke, so they just glued it back together, and I thought he would retire like halfway through, but I didn't expect Ricciardo to retire.
Yeah, unfortunately, that car's just not good enough at the moment, and I don't know when it's going to improve. Spain maybe in 2 weeks.
Yeah, inconsistent.
Well, they got their B-spec car coming next. Spain next week or the week after, but they got their B-spec car.
Week after. Yeah.
Traditionally, B-spec cars have produced.
Yeah, but they're not going to catch by 1.9 seconds now, are
I
they?
don't know.
No.
Because Red Bull are running less... Because Red Bull are always famed for their, high downforce. But they're running a lower downforce this year to make up for that. The engine's slower. So if they can make any improvements to the engine at all, that downforce comes on. And they are on it.
Yeah. To be fair, I'm glad there wasn't any battling with the Red Bull, because they would have been mugged.
In a straight line, compared to the Force Indias or Williams around them.
Yeah.
Yeah, referring to Force India, team of the weekend, really, 6 and 7.
Great result.
Yeah.
Great result for them.
I'm really starting to like that team.
Yeah, I see him beating Williams again this year at this rate. Because Massa finished
Yeah, true.
Yeah, from where he was, considering Ricciardo
he can start
retired,
doing it again.
he sort of fell slowly backwards, didn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's just old.
I would say he's performing.
The Williams cars.
I would say he's doing well.
He did well last week, but this week he's not so good. But he's the only one getting points for the Williams team at the moment. So.
But now, to be honest, you've got to give respect for Esteban Ocon. He's still a rookie in, he's still a rookie in a much higher car than he was last season. So he's performing really well. You talk about Stroll being a rookie and him not doing very well, and he's producing some results.
He's in a fucking Williams. He should be flying around.
Yeah, Stroll. He was a second off Felipe Massa the entire weekend. That's poor.
Simple as
that's
that.
absolutely poor.
Fucking pay drivers.
Now that you're on about Force India, Tchouk, so you got the regular, like in the total driver standings, you got the regular top 6 of Ferrari, Mercedes and Red Bull, and then in 7th you got Perez.
Oh, really?
Who's got the same amount of points as Ricciardo.
Is he really? Oh, that's interesting.
And then you got Massa, Sainz, who's been doing quite well, and then Ocon in 10th for a rookie.
That's pretty good. Rookie in a Force India. It's very good. Sainz has gone under the radar this season.
Yeah.
There's been not much better for the whole of the tour. Also, really, they've been very much keeping themselves to themselves.
Yeah.
And Fiat is behind the Haas.
Yeah,
That's going to sting
it's
a
going
bit.
to sting a little bit.
Yeah.
At least he's not behind a Ferrari this time. Oh, oh my.
On to McLaren. I think it's a new low.
You say that. Van
team.
Dorn finished.
Yeah, but he was 14th and he was lapped.
This is true. You've got finished but didn't start again.
Yeah. Well, I'm more referring to Alonso.
I know. He was going around going, it's not quite right, and you're thinking, can they fix this during the race? And he didn't even make it to the race part. It was seeing him get out.
But every week we say to Corsa, like, we take the piss and we say to Corsa, like, ooh, they hit a new low, and then the week afterwards McLaren Honda goes, hold my beer.
Yeah, exactly.
And they do it again.
Yeah. It's just the engine is crap. The McLaren car looks good.
At what point have Sauber gone, do you know what we really need? Is to become worse?
It's a Honda engine.
Yeah,
I just don't physically know what Sauber have possibly, apart from the money, and they'll get a works engine, because at the moment they're on a 1-year-old Ferrari engine. It's just, it's not. I don't know. I honestly don't know. If Honda don't pick it up, I can see McLaren just building their own engine. And
that would be fun.
And just it can't be any worse. Let's be honest. Like, to be honest,
Yeah.
You know, all the time McLaren and Honda were hinting on Twitter like, "Ooh, will our car be orange? Will it? Won't it? Will it?" They should have used that time developing an engine.
well, Honda spent. I think we said this in the first or second podcast that Honda spent the entire winter doing their uni dissertation, and did it what every uni student does, which is 2 weeks before the deadline, which is going to be crap.
Yeah, well, they were too busy posting memes.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, they did, it's just it's I can't see it doing much really, and it's sad to see McLaren so far back. Just watching stuff. Well, we'll talk about it later about Senna and the McLarens back in the 80s.
Such a history, isn't there?
So good, and exactly McLaren. And it's just nowhere there now.
I don't know if Stroll gets a lot of airtime or interviews on.
I actually haven't seen him have an
television.
interview.
But but Dutch TV interviews him obviously because he doesn't need. Well, he doesn't need subtitles ish. But he's quite clever. It's his first year in Formula One. I mean, McLaren offered him a seat, and the only thing he'll say about the car is like, bad luck, better luck next time. Whereas Alonso's just like, not this.
I would say Alonso has gained the respect to say that, whereas Lance Stroll hasn't.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Stroll? You mean Van
That's what
Dorn?
you said. Oh, whichever one. Van Dorn. Yeah.
Yeah, but he's.
Oh yeah,
he's
he
clever,
knows.
I mean,
he's yeah.
It's easy to get caught in, isn't it?
He knows that if he says anything bad, it goes against him in the long run for his seat in McLaren, because McLaren are ruthless. Like Sergio Perez, for example, had that shot and was completely rejected, and then. Yeah, it was very unfair. He's producing now, which is fair on him.
Yeah.
But I think Van Dorn's looking in the future and going, well, there's no point me having a go now, because that is not constructive to anything, to McLaren, to me, to future, to anything. So, I echo what Secember said. He is being quite smart with what he's saying and what he's doing.
Yeah. I think, is that everything covered for the race?
No, Kimi Räikkönen. Kimi Räikkönen not.
We could have just sat here in silence and covered the race.
Yeah,
qualifying was so good, and we were all so hopeful in the thing. We were going, Jack might not be able to call the race, crap and everything like this again, and we were so wrong.
It turned into a shit show.
It did.
So, I'm not sure how well do we do in predictions. I think, do we all say Hamilton?
No. I gained a good few points, mate. I gained a good few points from predictions. I got Vettel for pole, so that's 2 points to moi, and then I got Räikkönen third, so that's 2 points to moi.
Right, but I wasn't here last week.
Oh, what a shame.
So
we still do predictions. It doesn't matter if you're here or not. We still do them.
I think you got all of them wrong.
I think I got.
In all honesty.
I think I got Vettel for pole as well, but then I got Hamilton, Vettel, and Max in third.
Yeah, I said same as you, December. So we got 0. To be fair, Rixon, you're before last week's predictions, you were on 4 points and everyone else was on 2 points. So
what can I say? I'm just a guy.
You're still winning.
Hold on. So December got 2, and I got 4, and Tchouk, you got 0. That means that I'm on 6, Rixon, December on 4, and you on 2. So
wait, how are you on 6? Is
I thought it was 2 points. I thought we did 2 points.
Well, 1 point. No.
Guys, you're babbling.
Oh, says you, Jack.
So I think
can we already just do predictions for?
Let's do some Spanish predictions.
Well, hopefully the Spanish Grand Prix is far better than the.
Can it be
Russian
worse
this weekend? Last year was a great race.
Classic.
Mercedes took each other out, and Max Verstappen won, which was a great for Red Bull fans. So yeah, we're going to go do some predictions. Secember, you can start.
I'm gonna go with Vettel on pole.
Okay.
No, wait. No. I'm gonna go Bottas on pole.
Okay.
And then top 3 is gonna be Vettel, Bottas, Verstappen.
Oh wow.
Ooh. Okay. No Hamilton.
No Hamilton or Räikkönen.
No, Hamilton's had a shit show. All weekend, and he'll really have to pull himself out of it.
Okay. Rixon?
Lewis for pole, Lewis first.
Oh, for God's
Vettel
sake!
second. Bottas third.
Do you know what the worst thing is? As Jack was
really
saying that was exactly the same prediction I was going to say. Because I reckon
Yes,
Hamilton is going to be extra motivated to just destroy qualifying and just lead the race from the front and tell the world that yes, I am still the best in Mercedes.
I think he's not blessed anymore. He might need to post more things on Instagram.
It was
yeah. I'm going to go for Hamilton pole, and then Vettel to win, Hamilton second, and Bottas to finish third.
Okay.
For my prediction. But
So no one's got any faith in Red Bull bringing
Or Raikkonen.
a total bench
Shit.
of car then.
Raikkonen's shite. There's no-
he still beat Hamilton.
It's just but Hamilton was stuck behind Raikkonen the whole race and just overheated his car.
Track. Yeah, anyway.
It's shit race, doesn't matter.
Let's please
Don't put
ignore
points
Russia.
on Raikkonen.
Yeah. For the
One person we haven't mentioned, Russia. That's the last one.
okay.
Hulkenberg, legend.
Hulkenberg's
Week in,
been
week
absolutely
out.
solid for Renault. Incredible acquisition for them.
Yeah.
Yeah, he is.
Solid pair of hands.
Yeah.
Like Perez, solid. Yeah. For the final segment, I thought we'd talk about a driver that sadly passed away 23 years ago. Ayrton Senna died at the San Marino Grand Prix, and also that weekend, Ronald Ratzenberger, who is sadly not as well known as Senna, also died that weekend. So I thought we'd just share our favourite memories because he was such a good driver and he passed away too early, really. So Causa, what's your sort of best memory of Senna?
I think it's
He was
difficult
driving?
for all of us, maybe not Secember, because we weren't alive when Senna was driving. But
Just calling Ken old.
Mate, I'm not.
You are.
I'm not that old.
Calling him an old man.
yeah, what was it like to have Ayrton Senna as a son to you? But no, Senna was an absolute legend. But that first win in Brazil, where 6 laps from the end, his gearbox just destroyed itself, stuck in 7th gear the entire race, and drove until he physically couldn't feel his body anymore and was having seizures and fits like at the end. And it was just that level of determination and fitness and just that mindset. How do you physically get yourself to a point where your body is absolutely destroying itself to win that race? It was actually it was incredible.
Man, I find it.
Yeah, no, it's just that race. I've just actually, before we started this podcast, watched the documentary, and it was just amazing. After he finishes, just screaming down the microphone, and he's just finishing the race. We're stuck in the same gear, and then of course the home Grand Prix as well. It was just amazing how he did it. Rixon, your best memory?
So for mine, we're gonna go back to the 1984 Monaco Grand Prix,
That is research.
and Senna's first season, and I can't remember what car he was in.
Tolman.
Tolman, yeah, that rings well.
And he was, I think he was mid pack, and he got all the way up to second, and then they cancelled the race. And I just think stuff like that, you don't see that anymore. Like a driver coming all the way through the grid to get up into second in a pretty shit car just to have the race cancelled. It's just heartbreaking.
Unbelievable, isn't it? Just like talk about outdriving a car. The worst thing is the only other example I can think of it is Pastor Maldonado winning the Spanish Grand Prix in a Williams.
Oh, and Jules as well in Monaco,
and Jules in Monaco,
when he got to pay.
And Button in Canada.
Outdriving a car was more the.
Yeah. Okay. Good point. Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Horribly wrong there.
Ignore me then.
Horribly wrong.
Yeah. Yeah. And December, your best memory?
Well, best memory is just friendly though serious rivalry with Alain Prost.
I've seen it.
Yes, they did have their issues on and off track, but they had great chemistry and they really brought out the best in each other, like racing wise. Apart from the controversy at Japan,
just
like,
Japan every year, to be honest. So they were both racing. You always look forward to the Japan Grand Prix because they were just there was always an incident.
Yeah.
1991, the season after,
wasn't it? Because it was penultimate race. Yeah.
There was a crash in the first corner.
No, it was
89 and 90.
Okay.
89
Yeah, it was
when they
89 and
crashed
90.
the
He needed to
90
win.
Yeah, 90 was when Senna.
Yeah.
When they crashed at turn 1.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But like the bit where he just goes off track, weaves through the barriers,
which today would be a legal
carries
move.
on,
like there isn't the politics today as there was.
Yeah,
back
today
then.
would be an illegal move. No, but he did get a telling off, didn't he? But then at the drivers' meeting, he stood up and went like, I didn't gain any time and this and that, and then obviously that bit like, is it a corner cut or do you gain time and this and that became relevant last season in Mexico when Lewis missed turn 1.
Yeah.
Like, what would they have done in that era, and what would they do now?
Yeah, totally different thing now, isn't it? And I guess my memory of Senna is a different one. It's 1992 Spa. Eric Kumas crashed going round. What corner was it again? It's one of the fast.
Please tell me it's a corner with no name.
Blanchimont, that's the one. Blanchimont. Blanchimont it was. And Eric Kumas crashed, and Senna stopped his car and actually got out and helped him. And he said without Senna, he would have died. Which is just, you would never see something like that these days.
Yeah.
He was just such a passionate man. The fact he got, I can't remember what position he was in during the race, but the fact he got out of the car to try and save someone was just amazing. Just
like that could have easily killed him because it's almost a blind left-hander there, isn't it? Because it goes downhill and it's.
Yeah, well, if you watch the video, I'll put it in the link. In the description. The dust comes up when Eric crashes. And Senna parks it where the dust is, and there's 2 or 3 cars that come in through the dust as well. And if Senna was there, you could have
ridiculous,
bang, dead. It's just he's just I think as we can all agree that he was a fantastic driver, and he'll always be missed.
I think just butting it a little bit. I think that's the legacy that Senna will lead. Talking about him getting out of the car is, although he was an incredible driver off track, the legacy he'll lead is the fact that the safety that he tried to get into the sport was you didn't see that from many or a lot of the drivers around that time, and he campaigned hard for that. Yeah,
the only person I know before that was Jackie Stewart, when there was a lot more deaths in the sport, and he helped that. But him and Senna definitely improved the chances of F1 drivers surviving.
It was one thing he was passionate about was why do people die when driving, and why are accidents causing lifelong injuries and things like that. And although it's sad that the thing he was campaigning for was the thing that killed him, his legacy is that the thing that killed him has saved so many others. Like if you look at Weber Valencia 2010 or 11, the one where he went upside down, there is no way, if safety wasn't brought in like it is now, anyone would ever walk away from that. No way in hell.
Yeah, no, he did. No, he left a positive impact on the world of Formula 1
in every way, shape, and form.
But just on the sport in general, isn't it?
Absolute legend.
Yeah, exactly.
And don't forget his impact on Brazil as well. Everything he did back then, he was a national hero, wasn't he? He made the Brazilian people forget about their misery.
It was unbelievable.
Yeah. Well, I think we that rounds it off on a sort of a positive end to it. Put your best moments of your favourite moment of Senna's career in the comments below, and also your predictions for the Spanish Grand Prix in 2 weeks. If you enjoyed the podcast, don't forget to smash that like button and subscribe to us all. It will be in the description below. I thank you guys for being in the podcast again, and we'll see you in 2 weeks' time to review the Spanish Grand Prix. Good night.